Okay. We're just about ready. Okay, we're good to go. Got an intimate crowd here tonight.
Exactly. So I will officially call the meeting to order and get ready to the Energy Smart Homes program presentation.
Okay, and I
hope it's Lauren who's making that presentation.
Yes, Lauren's going to be appearing. She's in the process of becoming a panelist here. So, and there she is. Let her get settled here.
Hi, everybody. What timing? I'm on the Tarrytown meeting too, and they're just starting their piece. Everything.
Oh gosh, really?
It's all good. It's all good. Nice to see everyone.
Good to see you as well.
All right, thank you. So yeah, I appreciate you jumping on here. We'll try to be efficient about it for you. I gave you the ability to share your screen if you want to, or if you want to just give an overview of what's going on. But the purpose of tonight is really to give the board a better understanding about what the program is and hit some highlights there. So Lauren from Sustainable Westchester has been a great partner for our group, and she's on to tell you about it.
Okay, great. All right. I've met Brian and Larry only on the computer, but hi, Connie, Janice, and Mark. Nice to meet you all. I have some slides. I'll just step through them, but feel free as we go through the presentation, interrupt me, ask questions, and we can kind of take it step by step. So I just want to familiarize you all with the Energy Smart Homes program that Sustainable Westchester operates, and give an update on what the committee has been doing, the Green Policy Task Force, and get your ideas on ways that the program could be even better. So has anyone attended the Energy Smart Homes webinars by any chance? I know Brian has. Okay, all right, so this might be useful just to kind of review. So I assume you're all familiar with Sustainable Westchester. Yeah, I can kind of scroll by these slides. I don't have to tell you about our mission or our members, and you are probably more than familiar with all the different programs that are offered, especially Westchester Power, because that's usually the time we're coming to give the most presentations. But just a quick shout out, if there's questions that you have about community solar, our demand response program, grid rewards, the virtual power plant, electric vehicles, and zero waste, I can certainly bring the right people back to following meetings to provide more information. But for now, we're talking about energy efficiency and clean heating and cooling. And speaking about things you're probably already familiar with, the New York State climate law, the CLCPA, is a major piece of legislation that is so exciting. New York State has nation-leading goals to reduce carbon emissions, and our work for Energy Smart Homes, each participant in Irvington that does this renovations in their homes, they are helping to contribute to our statewide goal to reach these really impressive target numbers. So just a quick note that our Energy Smart Homes is part of a statewide network of community campaigns, and we are funded by NYSERDA. So just as a brief review, Sustainable Westchester applied for a grant from NYSERDA. Do you know NYSERDA? New York State Energy Research Development Authority. We were awarded the clean heating and cooling grants, and we've operated campaigns in Bedford, Pound Ridge, Lewisboro, New Rochelle, Ossining, Briarcliff, many places. And over the summer, I think it was, the Tri-Village team of Sleepy Hollow, Tarrytown, and Irvington applied together, raising their hands to say, yes, we want to have the Energy Smart Homes program. You were awarded it. And since then, we've been working pretty hard to bring this program and get it in the front of people's minds. And it represents a partnership not only with the municipalities, but also the partnering sustainability groups. Okay. And why are we doing this? Well, we know that a huge piece of our carbon emissions are coming from our buildings, and people feel that in their pockets every day, in their pocketbooks when they're paying their energy bills, and perhaps also when you're feeling the drafts in your house, it's uncomfortable. So there are clean heating and cooling solutions for residential and commercial properties, moving away from fossil fuels. So moving away from natural gas or oil towards heat pump, electric powered appliances that can provide heating and cooling. And we're also talking about energy efficiency. So throughout this campaign, and even once the duration of the campaign is this fall, started really, we launched officially in September, can go really until next May. So we have a couple good months to bring this information to the residents, and people can call the Sustainable Westchester office. They can send us an email and we'll get back to their inquiries. And we kind of are an intermediary between the homeowners and the rest of this program. It can be a lot to navigate. So people, you may have been hearing about different contractors offering assessments, and even the utility Con Ed offering amazing rebates and incentives. So, it's a lot for people to put together, and they can just pick up the phone. We have a conversation about what's going on in their house, and we can make a recommendation about if a geothermal system might be better for them, if they should look to energy efficiency. And then I'm able to even send them broken down contractor lists. So we have a list of 14 contractors that we recommend. We've picked 4 for this campaign, and I'm able to send people that information. So they're able to call the right contractor and then schedule their home energy assessment or their site visit. And just some quick slides. I'm happy to talk more about these programs. Maybe I can even ask specific questions if you have them. But these are the 4 main technologies that we are talking about. Home energy efficiency. So if your house is drafty in the wintertime, we suggest adding insulation. It's like putting a blanket around your home. People love it because it also makes their houses more quiet. It's a definite nicer benefit. And it also reduces the energy bill. So if someone is doing a home energy efficiency project in their house, adding insulation or air sealing, it pairs well with them doing a replacement of the heating system, because if the house is sealed up and nice and efficient, it could take a smaller system to provide heating and cooling, which then saves money and energy as well. And as you're talking to residents in town, or maybe thinking about your own home, potentially with the aging fossil fuel based system, we recommend air source heat pumps for people that are not interested we recommend ductless mini splits for people that don't have ducts in their home. And we recommend ground source or a whole home air source heat pump as solutions for people that do have ductwork in their house. And the heat pump hot water heater is a nice add-on to the campaign because people are replacing those more frequently. These are the 4 contractors that I had mentioned we selected for the campaign. We've got Dandelion doing geothermal, Bell doing pretty much everything besides energy efficiency. Healthy Home does energy efficiency and air source heat pumps, and Energy Management Solutions does just energy efficiency. And just to make a note, there are lots of rebates and incentives available to New York State residents, especially for residents in Irvington, which are in the Con Ed gas moratorium area. They can get a ton of money off their project, 30% off the cost of the whole job, plus additional rebates per BTU. And then if you're talking to somebody that is on a fixed income, perhaps they're an enhanced star property tax exemption homeowner, they can qualify for the assisted home performance, can give them another $2,000 towards an energy efficiency program. And if you know someone living in an apartment or in a house, they could be a renter or an owner, if they're receiving any benefits like SNAP or HEAP assistance, they can get $10,000 worth of free energy upgrades in their home or apartment. So that program is there. And I like to say that extra clearly because sometimes, people think, wow, this is going to be pretty expensive. Can I unmute? Sorry, they're trying to call me into the Sleepy Hollow, into Tarrytown. Sorry, I'm here tonight. You guys booked me. So people think maybe it's expensive, but there's never been a better time to do it. And also, there are these additional rebates to support people through the programs. Just a quick note, how are we doing all of this? It's happening between a partnership of Sustainable Westchester, the local community volunteers, and also municipal staff. Larry's been on the committee meetings, really helping us move things along. The partner installers help to bring the program to the municipality, and the customers are benefiting with a lot more information. And specific things to Irvington. So like I said, we're checking in weekly. We have meetings either at noon or 7 p.m. It switches each week. And we're working towards getting a $5,000 grant. If we're able to get to 10 homes that have done heat pumps or energy efficiency, we can get that $5,000 grant. So I've been asking the building department just for that list of people that are moving through the program. I think we'll get to 10 pretty quickly. We're going to have a big event on December 8th at 7 p.m. It'll be our next webinar. So we'd love if you could attend, and we could also really use your help in marketing this program to Irvington residents. And the permitting. So we have been exploring, and you are familiar with this, I think, because 2 weeks ago or last week it was passed, but it looks like in Irvington now we are able to waive the permitting fees for the installation of the air source and ground source heat pumps, which is really significant. I think it goes until May 23rd. And that was a great first step. So we're working with the building departments to see what else we can clear. This came down from Brian. He had a great idea to do this, and it was put into action. So pretty cool stuff. And oh, I'm just copying that and it didn't go in. We've had about 100 Irvington residents make inquiries towards the program so far, and that's the end of my presentation, but I'd love to answer any specific questions that you may have.
Anyone have anything?
Well, thanks very much for coming on, especially when you're such high demand tonight.
When it rains, it pours, right? That expression is so true.
But I think we're off to a good start. As you say, 100 people, 100 inquiries is a pretty high number for Irvington. So I think we're successfully getting the word out there. For anyone who hasn't attended one of the webinars, I do recommend it. And I think you can get them on demand as well, right?
Yeah, we have them all recorded. So if you go to sustainablewestchester.org/rivertowns, you'll see the recordings there.
And I think they're one that has kind of the samples of each different type, kind of like the home tour. Might be helpful if people aren't familiar with the technology. So I recommend going to, I guess it's sustainablewestchester.org. Is that the website?
Yep.
So check it out. If you have questions, you can, come to us, come to the building department, and we can get you to Sustainable Westchester, or I think you can also just click on the website and get and contact them. So whatever you're more comfortable with, we hopefully we'll get another 100 people to look into it.
Brian?
Yes.
Is it possible to post the slides from tonight on the village website?
Sure.
Lauren, are those slides in the shared drive?
Yes, I can email you this PDF, or maybe yeah
That would work. Yeah, that's
okay.
Totally fine. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, great. If there aren't any other questions, we'll let you go spread the good news to Tarrytown.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly.
Thanks
Lauren,
so much.
Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks again. And if you want to come back and give us an update, let us know.
Yeah, I'm happy to give an update. And if there's any particular community groups that you work extra closely with, I'm happy to attend their meetings and give these short presentations. So please be in touch with me. I'll send you all an email so you have my contact info. And then if you think of it, it'll be easy. Just
what are you doing Sunday at 4 o'clock? I'm only kidding. That's an internal joke. No. Anyway. I appreciate you jumping on. You go over to Tarrytown now.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, be well.
All righty.
Okay. Oh, Nikki just put something in the chat. She says, okay.
Oh, it's about the banner. Yeah, no, we're going to work that out. Thank you for asking. We have a banner that we're going to be putting up, not across Main Street, but down, probably at the bottom of the hill. Possibly at the top. We have a few competing things, but we'll get something up for a period of time.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Great.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Thanks,
Until
Lon.
next
you.
time.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. I think we're on to theater, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me work on getting Greg on here.
Looks very stiff.
Yeah.
Let me start my video.
There you go. Hey, Greg.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I
It's a good
wanted to come on just to, first off, I totally want to thank all of you for what we're doing with the HVAC system. I greatly appreciate that. But I want to take you back over 20 months ago when we were talking about a feasibility study for the new building. And of course, the HVAC was rolled into that at that time. We were working with Vicki Bixel, our consultant, who was all set to start the actual study of going to people. And then, of course, we shut everything down. We've been talking with her again the past few months, and we've reworked the case statement because of the HVAC system. We've gone through, we've reworked that with her of what she would sit down and actually discuss with those 30 names or so that that we've been building on, that she will be discussing to see, is the financing really there? With this being a public-private type of project, she wants to see how much money people would say, yes, I'm behind that. And what's great is having someone who's from the outside doing it. People will be much more forthcoming and honest with what they're saying. But she said in her business now, she's noticed the arts are really picking back up, and people are starting to give to the arts because they realize how much they missed it. So she thinks it's a really important time for us to get back on that. Some of you may be approached to that she'll want to talk to you. I know she's already met with Brian and I, but she'll be meeting with Brian, even discussing some of the names on the list. She'll be pinpointing those people a little more, that we've narrowed them down, so make sure we have that list correct. And yeah, that's where we are, so we can get that going here this fall, winter. So I kind of just wanted to come on and give you a heads up, put it back in your brain, because it's been so long. If we don't say it, we forget it's going on. And there's so much going on right now in the theater, even while we're closed. But I'm excited to get this part at least going again with Vicki to see where we are with that. Anybody have any?
And yeah, I was going to suggest maybe just a quick update on the air conditioning side of things, which obviously is moving forward thanks to the grant money. But so any news on that?
Yeah, so we're at the point where, we're still working with the design team. They've gone back and forth with us, and we should have something in the next 2 weeks. Then Larry, you will get the next iteration of that. So basically, because they're really working on where this will all go in the back of the building. We've worked with the historic preservation so that nothing's going to be messed up. I know there was a lot of concerns with people. It's not going to change the look of the building, none of that happening. So it's a slow process because we got to get all the design parts correct before we can ever start the actual process of getting this installed. And then, of course, when we get to that point, if you've worked on any home projects, everything is slow, everything is behind, and I'm just preparing myself for that to happen as well.
And everything is expensive because we learned a little bit by going out to bid for the Senior Citizen Center HVAC equipment, and it was quite a bit more expensive than we expected, and probably has to do with supply chain issues and lots of other things. So we'll see. We'll try to work our way through that, but I'm sure the designers are well aware of all those.
Right. Yep.
hurdles.
Absolutely.
So. Anyone have any questions for Greg while he's on, or I don't know what else you want to hear.
Greg, hello. Nice to
Hello. Well, I also just want to take the time to say thank you to Connie for the past 7.5 years that I've been here, that you've been a wonderful liaison with the trustees. Even before I came, you were doing that. So before you head out the door, I just want to make sure I said my thanks.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you for your kind words, Greg. Not
Somehow I think you
necessary.
might cross paths, yeah.
We probably will.
I think so. I can't help but walk by there all the time, so no problem. You're doing a great job, Greg, so
Thank you, Connie.
I'm sure you will carry on.
We will try.
We can also say that, and with thanks to Greg and his work on submitting all the right documents, we did receive a pretty healthy amount of money for the Shuttered Venues grant program, which came out as part of the American Rescue Plan from earlier this year. So I believe the first round was 29,000-ish. And I think we just submitted for a supplemental, which it looks like it's about 50%. So we got another 14,000 beyond that. And that's in recognition of the theater that was closed and obviously hasn't generated any significant revenues. So
that could go towards operating costs, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, that was a good thing. So thank you for Greg for that.
No, thank you, Larry. You worked hard on that too. I appreciate it.
Yep.
We had a system just to get inside. Larry,
Yeah.
I had to text him, I'm going in. What's the code?
Yeah. The two-factor authentication is fun when we're in two different places.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
It's
Okay.
all worth it.
Absolutely.
Anything else, or not trying to rush along, but just anything else?
Otherwise, thanks. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye, Greg.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Well, that's a wrap, and that's a wrap on your last work sessions. I guess that was an easy one for you both, the two of you.
Right.
So the night's over as far as this meeting goes, and the follow-up meeting with council is after this. So you have the link for that, and we'll see you there.
Sounds good. Take care, guys.